Alright, so here we are on top of the old caboose. Then we're going to do some work, some weathering on both ends and up underneath and all around the top and of course the sides and the trucks. All kinds of stuff. It's going to look pretty good when we're done with it. So, stay tuned. Oh yeah, we'll be doing the very top of the cupola too. It's going to be interesting, so stick around and watch it get done. It's going to be a winner. Well, I hope so anyway. Oh, and we're also going to do the brake wheels and the housings that hold it. All together, it can be almost a complete weathering job. It'll all look pretty good. So, stand by. I'm going to reposition the camera and blow myself back up and get this done. Alright, so here we are. We have the red caboose. And I'm not even sure where to start. Well, we got all these washes, so here's some rust texture. This stuff here. We're going to give it a shot with this. We're going to start with this and go from there. Now, I have to remind you guys that I'm a beginner in this, so kind of bear with me a little bit. I packed up all the stuff that I normally had, which does not make my life any easier. I gotta use this here for a little mixing tin. Alright, now I invested in these $1.67 cheap ass brushes. You gotta love it. Well, let's see what we can do with this. Where's a good place to apply some rust first? Well, what usually rust first is this smokestack. So we're gonna put a little rust on that. At least in theory anyway, right? The only place where you're going to see a lot of the soot and the smoke and stuff is going to rust. So you get a little bit of rust there, and that way you can see that. The lighting here is not the greatest, without a doubt. And let's see. A little rust underneath on the brake hardware. Some on the lines. There you go. That'll work. Well, I don't think we need bright. I think what we need a little bit of whitewash on the sides to make it look faded out, right? Now, I happen to have some white paint, so let me reach up here and grab it. Dab a little bit over there. It's pretty thin, which is good. And we're going to use a different brush for that. I'm going to try this thin one first. And we're just kind of we got to water that down a little bit. No, that's too much. Okay, gotta get something to wipe that off. I have something here to wipe it off, I hope. I may not. I'll be right back. I gotta go get a rag. Alright, I'm back. That wasn't quite what I had in mind. Okay, let's try that again, this time with a little bit of water in it. Okay, we're going to dab this a little bit. So we just want to make it look a little bit faded. Yeah, that's not bad. I don't know why you can see that, but we're also going to do some white gray wash in there. Well, we're going to put a little bit more on the cupola part there, a couple, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. So we want to make it look a little bit faded. There you go. Not too much, just a little bit of discoloration. So far so good, I think. Hey, well, let me reposition the camera. There we go. That's a much better position there. Now, I guess still got the rust coat here. I don't know about doing the rust on that. I'm gonna do the rust down here. What you doing, bud? Buddy and my dog, he's running around the room. Now, I think we're going to use this wire brush. And we're going to do a little bit on the top. I need more paint though. I don't know, it's gonna look kind of weird. Or rust on the edge of the roof. That looks kind of cool, I guess. Wish we had better lighting though. But that's going to have to do for now. So that's what we got so far. I would have took the wheels off, but this is a lighted caboose and all the wiring is connected to the axles. So if I had to pull the trucks off, I would have still had problems. Okay, that looks pretty good now. Yeah. Okay. I'm also testing out my new blue microphone now too. I went out and finally broke down and bought one. Seems to be working pretty good. We just got to be really careful that micro USB connection on the bottom of it, because I could see where that would become a problem down the road. I know some of the other guys like Vinny and a few others been having problems with theirs. So what I did was I cable tied the wire to the back of the base so that there's not as much movement on the USB port. And I'll leave it plugged in all the time, so I'm not constantly plugging in and out. It should be okay for a long time, hopefully. Alright, well, let's see, we got, I'll put that right over here, maybe. There you go. Dust that up a little bit. Same with this side. There you go. And just not a lot, just a little bit to give it some definition. Now we have to let that dry. Just put a little bit on this side of the cupola too, probably. Now it seems like dry brushing this seems to help a lot, so maybe I'll go ahead and dry brushing on this. There you go. Actually, that looks pretty good. Oh yeah, okay. I do the same thing over here. There we go. A little bit dry brushing. Yeah, that did it. That's what we needed to do. A little bit of dry brushing. Alright, well, I told you, this is all experimental. And I'll be honest, I really don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Well, I do, sort of, but, you know. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Okay, so still got other areas to do. I don't let this dry before I fool it anymore, so we'll come back in a little bit and continue on. And we're back. It's actually the next day. I got tied up with other things and had to wait until we could. Anyway, the paint's good and dry. Looks pretty good. But we got much more to do. It's got that really dirty, filthy, worn out look, which is kind of what I was going for. And what we're going to do is we're going to put some rust on the steps. It's important to have rusty steps. Very rusty steps. Alright. Nothing too crazy. That's showing a lot of rust in there. Do the other side too. Yeah, both sides of the steps are going to be rusty, obviously. Some more on the brake components. You know, I don't know if you can see that or not. I grab my trusty flashlight. Fortunately, when I get the new train room done, I'm going to put some serious lighting in there. Anyway, so that's what we got so far. See rust on the brake hardware on the steps. And with the other side, tell you what, I'm gonna leave that right there like that. That might help. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. So probably ought to make the floor plate a little rusty too. I mean, you're gonna have rust all over the place, right? On this side. Pretty good. Funny how it's got a brake wheel on both sides. That's kind of odd when you think about it. I would think. I don't really know that much about these things, so that might be considered normal. Okay, we're gonna put a lot of rust here and there. That's all I'm doing. Because it's kind of an old, rusty caboose. The rust here and there. We're not going to get too crazy, but we want to cover some things. Alright, well, now, I'm not going to do too much on the ends over here because that's going to be kind of protected. Maybe just a little bit on the edges. Yeah, not a lot, just a little bit. There you go. Because you're not sort of protected being underneath the canopy, right? So you're just going to have a little bit here and there. There we go. I said we don't want to get too crazy. Should do the brake wheel stand. Obviously that's going to get a little rusty. There we go. And I think that's probably going to do it as far as the weathering goes. You don't want to go, like I said, I don't want to get too crazy with it. I don't really know what else to do. We try some light rust maybe along the bottom. Give that a shot. We'll see what it does anyway. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Just along the bottom there. Maybe a little bit on the yeah, that's good. So I don't want to get too crazy. Ah, okay. Do the same thing on this side. A little bit of rust on the bottoms. A little bit on the trucks. Not much, just a little bit. So I don't want to get too crazy. Yeah, that'll work. Well, I don't really think it needs to be, I don't think any more needs to be done to it. Like I said, I don't want to make it look too crazy. It's a little worn out, aged. It looks aged, right? A little bit. I think anyway. Yeah. Okay, well, I think we got it done. That's basically what we got. And I wish I could show it to you on the tracks, but I've got no tracks to put it on. No, that's not gonna happen. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for a quick weathering job on this little red caboose. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. It's hard telling. I'll probably go back to continue working on my track plan for the new layout when that happens. I'm making some headway. It's kind of slow though. So we'll just have to see what happens. So stay tuned. It may be several weeks. Who knows? Maybe longer or may not be. My next video comes out, but I'll try and keep in touch. Anyway, guys, keep it on the rails, and we'll see you real soon. Bye. Bye.